best gospel music on the web with the voice of inspiration.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. I tried and I tried. I can't seem to get it right. But if I keep my eyes on you, I know that you will see me through. I tried and I tried, but I got to keep up the fight. This war with my flesh ain't right. By your grace I will stand upright.
It seems my life has been so very hard. Sometimes it's hard to try and live the part.
Try to live the part.
Do what my God would have me to do.
Have me to do.
This heart of mine, I'm so sick of you.
I try and I try, but I got to keep up the fight. This war with my flesh ain't right. By your grace I will stand upright. I tried and I tried, but I can't seem to get it right. But if I keep my eyes on you, I know that you will save me through.
My heart is deceitful, this I know. In your word I know my new heart can grow.
My new heart can grow.
At first it was so hard to change my way.
Change my
I pray for your new mercies every day.
I know it's my fault, 'cause I can even sometimes do the things I know are bad. Will you take my hand and show me the way? Show me how to live your way. Because I love you, Lord, and I need you. Because I know you love me too, and that is why I'm forever with you. Oh,
Wherever you want me to go, whatever you want from me.
oh,
My heart, my mind, and my soul.
my heart, my mind, my soul.
Forever, my life extends to you.
Whatever you want from me,
Wherever you want me to go,
wherever you want me to go,
whatever you want from me.
let me know, let me know.
My heart, my mind, and my soul.
Forever,
Forever, my life extends to you.
wherever you want me to
Wherever you
go.
want me to go,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
whatever you want from me.
All you gotta do is let me know.
My heart, my mind, and my soul.
Forever,
Forever, my life extends to you.
Sometimes I feel like giving up. It seems like my best just ain't good enough. Lord, if you hear me, I'm calling you. Do you see, do you care all about what I'm going through? And then he said, one more day, one more step. See, I'm preparing you for myself. And when you can't hear my voice, please trust my plan. And the Lord I see, and yes, I understand. But sometimes I feel like I'm all alone. I'm just like a stranger so far from home. I feel like I've done all that I can do. Please, Lord, give me strength. I'm just trying to make it through. That's when he told me, oh, one more day, one more step, yeah, one more step. Oh, my child, I'm preparing you for myself. And when you can't hear my voice, please just trust my plan. I am the Lord, I see you, and yes, I understand. Oh, he knows just how much we can bear. Oh, and in the time of trouble, he promised he would always be there. I understand. The Lord is telling you, yes, I understand. I am the Lord, I see you, and yes, I understand. This is what he says. I am the Lord, and I change it not. I won't forget, nor have I forgot. You see, everything works according to my plan. I am God, trust me. I got the whole world in my hands. One more day, yeah. One more step. I'm preparing you, all for myself. I'm getting you ready, and if you can't hear me speaking, oh, just trust my plan. Yeah, I am the Lord. I love you, I see you, and I understand. Oh, I am the Lord. I see what you're going through. Every problem, every trial, every burden, every situation. I understand. I won't leave you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I understand. Understand. Thank you, Jesus.
The Spirit of the Lord is upon me. He has anointed me to preach the good news through inspirational music. Good morning and welcome to WODU, the heartbeat of Old Dominion. And I am the voice of inspiration. Nevertheless, I'm going to do my best to bring you some of the most uplifting and inspiring inspirational music from there until 12 noon. I hope that your morning started off great. I know that we all go through certain things in life, but one more step, because God understands what you're going through. He sits high, but he looks low, and the world is always turning. And regardless, God has a plan for each and every one of us. Regardless of what the enemy might put in front of us, just keep the faith and keep moving forward. Like I said, this is the Let's Get Praise ministry. playing music and bringing you inspirational music for your daily walk of life on this planet. We sometimes forget that we are spiritual in the temple for which belongs to the earth, but the spirit belongs to the Heavenly Father. And the enemy is always trying to deceive us and put us in harm's way. That's why you have to fall on your knees and pray and look up towards heaven and say, I understand. One more day, one more step, because God never fails. I hope that you can call somebody, email, tweet, hashtag, and invite them to the Let's Get Praise Music Ministry on Facebook, Instagram, Google, even Messenger. However you want to share this music ministry with somebody today who might be in need of some uplifting. We all are going through something, but we shouldn't have to go through it alone. But nevertheless, I'm jumping right back into the music. Coming up next, we got the one and only, the New Jersey Mass Choir. Back in the day, I had an opportunity to meet them and an MC at the concert. I was allowed to bring them on stage for the main group or choir to perform that evening. This song's always stuck with me, and I hope it stick with you when you're going through things and you don't know what to do. Remember, you're listening to the Let's Get Praise Music Ministry with the voice of inspiration on WODU. It's the heartbeat of Old Dominion.
Let your light shine round the
You just get on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesels humming. Don't need no ticket. You just thank the Lord. So people get ready for the train to Jordan, picking up passengers coast to coast. Faith is the key. Open the doors and boredom. There's hope for all among those loved the most. There ain't no room for the hopeless sinner who would hurt all mankind just to save his own. Believe me now, have pity on those whose chances grow thin. For there's no hiding place against the kingdom's throne. So people get ready for the trains are coming. You don't need no baggage. You just get on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesels humming. Don't need no ticket. You just thank the Lord. I can hear the sound of the train coming. Oh, yeah. I can hear the sound of the train coming. Oh, I hear. I can hear the sound of the train coming. Can you hear it coming? I can hear the sound of the train coming. Coming. I can hear the sound of the train coming. People get ready. It won't be long. The trains are coming. Trains gonna go your way. The sound of the train coming. People get ready. It won't be long. The trains are coming. Don't need no ticket to ride. The sound of the train coming. You just get on board. Just get on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesels humming. Gonna get myself together. I can hear the sound of the train coming. I can hear the sound of the train coming.
WODU, the heartbeat of Old Dominion. You hear the train coming. People get ready. You're listening to the very best of inspirational music with the voice of inspiration right here at WODU Studios on the campus of Old Dominion University. What about that football game on the weekend, huh? Great. The Monarchs went on the field and did battle and won. Victory to all the football players for Old Dominion University for winning such a great historical game. That's what happens when you're on the field. When you're on the battlefield for the Lord, you always remember you never know what the turnout will be. As long as you keep your hand in the master's hand, everything will be all right. That's what it's all about, learning to love yourself and putting God first and know victory. If you believe it and have faith, victory shall be mine. That's what it's all about. God will give you the victory whenever you're trying to achieve a goal. Believe in your heart or with all your mind and soul, that God will give you the victory. Doesn't matter how long it takes. Don't matter what it is. He will give you your heart desire. If it's good for you now. Let's get it straight. If it's good for you. Don't get it twisted, going out here doing some bad things and doing some bad and evil things to people. That is not of God. That is not of God. God is love. God probably sits up high, and when he looks down low, and he's weeping because his people are in stress. We're here to bring you inspiration throughout the day in your daily walk of life. Like I said before, you're listening to the very best of inspirational music with the voice of inspiration. Coming up next, I got the one and only. His name is Stan Watson. From the album Believe, this one is entitled Jesus is Real. If you know he's real, why don't you tap your feet, because you might be at work. How many know that the Lord is real? On WODU, the heartbeat of Old Dominion.
Tell y'all something, how the Lord kept me when I was doing wrong. He never turned his back on me. He made me strong, kept me holding on, pushing on. I know he's real. I could have been gone, but I'm right here. How many of y'all know? How many of y'all know? Jesus is real. Yeah. How many of y'all know? How many of y'all know? He's coming back. Oh, he's coming back soon. How many of y'all know? Yeah, 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 yeah. My God is real. Oh, how many of y'all know? How many of y'all know? He's already here. Through thick and thin, he held me, never forsaken me. Father, you all I need. There's no question you won't leave, 'cause your love is unconditional. Yes, the Bible, it tells me so. I really, really love you, Lord. Look at me, oh, it's a miracle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Jesus is real. Yeah, yeah. How many of y'all know? He's coming back. Oh, he's coming back soon. Yeah, 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 yeah. My God is real. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How many of y'all know? He's already here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you remember when Daniel was in the lion's den? Oh, Jesus came and he stepped right in. How many of y'all know? Oh, he helped the blind man to see. He's an awesome God, yeah. How many of y'all know? Oh, Jesus, 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 Jesus. Oh, Jesus. How many of y'all know? How Moses the part the Red Sea? He's real, real, real. Yeah, 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 yeah. Jesus is real. Oh, my God is real. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's coming back soon. Yeah, 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 yeah. How many of y'all know? How many of y'all know? My God is real. Do you know he's real? I know he's real. God is real. Jehovah Jireh is real. Hey, hey. How many of
while just to prove that you can be just like them, and all the while you're losing you. Do I do things different than the way you do? Well, I'm so sorry, 'cause I was created to be me, not you. Listen, honey, you can only be nobody else will do you better. Never ever please the whole wide world. Say what the Lord needs you to say now. Don't let yourself get in the way now. You can only be in my closet, sometimes I can't find anything to wear, because I want you to like it, and I know if you don't, then I'm a fashion fail. Oh, senseless judgment. I believe in the wheat and you believe in the weed. They gotta grow together, and when it's harvest time, we're all gonna see who you'll be.
won't give in. My faith is strong. I'm gonna win. This is my day. My time has come. And I won't let nothing keep me down. I won't give up, I won't give in. Come too far, cost me too much. And even though sometimes I don't understand, sometimes his hand, he has a plan. No, I won't give up. Verse 1. My life has been turned upside down. Even catch my breath, but I know that there's a purpose and a plan. Oh, if I stand, I'm reminded of a story of a man who was troubled, but kept his faith in God's hand. He was trying, he never ever walked away. I can hear him say, I won't give up. No, no. I've come too far. And even though sometimes I don't understand, I gotta hold I am learning that troubles don't last always, and trials are just a test of my faith. And the race is not given to the swift nor the strong, but to the one who holds on. I won't give up. I've come too far. And even though sometimes I don't understand, I gotta hold to his hand. This is why I said I won't give up. Say it again, say I won't give up. So I'll stand and be strong. In spite of what I face, keep going on and on. I won't quit, I'll overcome. 'Cause I'm a winner when it's all said and done. I won't give up.
The enemy thought he left me for dead, but I was determined to live instead. I cannot give up no matter what. Got so many bruises, scratches, and cuts.
Yeah, but I cannot let down. I'ma keep on fighting till I hear the trumpet sound. Lights out, gotta keep banging. 'Cause when you in the dark room, people start swanging. Aiming at nothing 'cause you really can't see. Lord, light my path to be a guide to my feet.
And now go wherever you want me to go. It's whatever, you just gotta let me know. And now say whatever you want me to say.
From Atlanta to Chi-Town to LA. 'Cause you're the reason why it's over running out my cup. I can only get down, I can never give up.
Take it out now.
Said I won't give up.
I come way too far.
And even though sometimes I don't understand, I got a hold to his hand. No, no, I won't give up. See, I've come too far, I can't give up. I believe his promise. Every word he said is true. Oh, everything he promised, I believe, I won't give up. I'll keep on holding on. I won't give up. Said I won't give up.
even though I don't deserve. He keeps on blessing anyway. No good thing will he withhold from me if I continue to walk upright. He's not a man that he should lie. He's coming back just like he said he would. Just lift your hands. Lift your hands. Come on and take a stand.
WODU, the heartbeat of Old Dominion. Give up the praise, the promised land. You're listening and watching the Let's Give Praise Music Ministry with the voice of inspiration. Want to say good afternoon, good morning, still morning. Okay, it's not 12 yet. Good morning to Mello V, who's off today. She'll be back with us 2 days next week, and we got some exciting guests, but we'll get into that at 12 noon on the Best of the 757 Community Talk Show. Nevertheless, we're going to continue to do our best to inspire you, motivate you, and bring some joy into your life. Tell that mountain, go over there and dip yourself in the ocean, in the Elizabeth River, James River. We're surrounded by rivers, so tell the mountain, I cast you into the midst of the seas, because God is not going to let you steal my joy. That's what life is all about, being able to have joy and have it more abundantly. That's why I do the Let's Give Praise Music Ministry, to give you that motivation that you need when everybody else is saying, get away from me and stay away from me, please. I ain't helping you. I ain't giving you no help. I'm not going to give you no joy, no faith in what you're trying to do. I'm going to try to kill your dream. Look, dream killers, that's what they are. They'll try to kill your dreams, but God said, I got you. Just hold on. Hold on a little while longer, and everything is going to be all right. Ain't no doubt about it. God got love for you. He got passion for you. Ain't no doubt about it. At 12 o'clock, the Best of the 757 Community Talk Show. And you know how we do. We bring you some of everything. Right now, this is called Passion. And you're listening and watching on WODU. It's the heartbeat of Old Dominion.
This is my passion, telling the world about Jesus. Sing of his power to heal us, living within his care. This is my passion, shouting aloud of his goodness, how he gives beauty for ashes, making his glory known. Yes, I wanna tell the reason Christ came to the earth. Tell the man, the woman, boy and girl. I want to tell them why he sacrificed. Tell them why for us he paid the price. I want to show them that he came that we may see. Show them that he knows what's best for me. Oh, show them how I came to know this man, how his word contains the master plan. The master plan. This is my passion, telling the world about Jesus. I sing of his power to heal us, living within his care. This is my passion, shouting aloud of his goodness, how he gives beauty for ashes, making his glory known. The one I live for, my life he died for. Silver and gold could never pay the cost of the ransom paid for me. My morning sunshine, my anchor and lifeline, my living word, my all in all, I worship you. This is my passion, telling the world about Jesus. Sing of his power to heal us, living within his care. Yes, this is my passion, shouting aloud of his goodness, how he gives beauty for ashes, and making his glory known. This is my passion. Yes, it is. This is my
a superstar, celebrity. Where you from? Do you even know your identity? You said for God I live, for God I'll die, but is it a lie? I'm a life changer. I'm an impactor. I only wanna be what God has called me to be. I lay down everything I think I know and everything I wanna be, and let God have complete control over me. Oh, now who are you and who am I? Do you know have we got caught up in this thing called life? A superstar, celebrity. Where you from? Do you even know your identity? You said for God I live. I'm an impactor. I only wanna be what God has called me to be. I lay down everything and everything I wanna be, and let God have complete control over me. And I'ma change lives in a very good way. And I'ma be somebody's hope that they can make it today. And I decree, God, not my will, but thine only will be done. And when morning comes, you realize that you have overcome. And I'ma be somebody's hope that they can make it. And I decree, God, not my will, but thine only will be done. And when morning comes, you realize that I'ma change lives in a very good way. I'ma be somebody's hope that they can make it to. And I decree, God, not my will, but thine only will be done. You realize that you have overcome. 'Cause I'm a life changer. I'm an impactor. I'm a nation shaker. I'm a demon chaser. I'm a survivor. I'm a victor. I am exactly what God called me to be. I'm a life changer. I'm a impactor. I'm a nation shaker. I'm a demon chaser. I'm a survivor. Victor. I am exactly what God called me to be. I'm a life changer. I'm a impactor. I'm a nation shaker. I'm a demon chaser. I'm a survivor. Victor. I am exactly what God called me to be. And I'ma change lives in a very good way. 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 I'ma change lives in a very good way. In a very good way. In a very good way.
troubles and trials had got me down. You know what I did? I called on the master, y'all, and he heard me, and he promised me that he was still around. He told me, Tim, don't worry, I'm gonna make it all right. Ooh-wee, thank you, Jesus. I'm talking to some mother here today. Don't you cry no more. Trust in Jesus. He will. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Watch what I tell you. He's gonna turn it around. Yes, he will. Ooh, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. I made up my mind. I'm going through as long as. Thank you, Jesus. I don't care who turn around, y'all. He'll make it all. Woo. One more verse right here, now leave it alone. Somebody been going through in radio land. There were times you didn't know what to do. Thank you, Jesus. But I dare you to lift your hand today and let the world know that you decided to go on through and watch God make everything all right. Ooh, thank you, Jesus. I'm gonna hold my head up high, y'all. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, thank you. I believe he will. And I'm going on through, y'all, as long as, thank you, Jesus. I made up my mind, y'all. Thank you, Jesus. It's gonna be all right, yeah. Thank you, Jesus. I wanna tell somebody it's gonna be all right. Thank you, Lord. Ooh-wee. I'm gonna keep on marching. Thank you, Lord. I'm gonna keep on marching. Thank you, Jesus. I ain't going nowhere. Thank you, Jesus. I'm gonna stay on the battlefield, y'all. Thank you, Jesus. I'm gonna fight to the day I die. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, ooh, thank you, Lord. Fellas, help me say, all right. He'll make it all right. Can I get one witness here today? He'll make it all right. I believe he will. He'll make it all right. All right. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Put your trust in Jesus. He's gonna make it all right. Don't you worry no more. He's gonna make it all right. I believe in Jesus.
This is Sarita Scott, and you're listening to the Let's Get Praise Music Ministry on WODU, the heartbeat of Old Dominion.
Talk show with the Let's Get Praise Music Ministry. I always got to make sure I get these volumes, their levels right before I turn on the mic. Yeah, there we go, because I'm going to be doing something a little different, so I got to be able to. So you'll be able to hear it on Facebook. Hello, how you doing? Hope that everybody can share this broadcast today with your friends. Welcome to the show. We're doing something I'm starting on Tuesdays. Call it Music Tuesdays, playing the best music, or gospel music, and give you opportunity to get a chance to hear music from some of your local artists. That's right. You heard me. Local artists. So that, it won't be all in vain. We got some tremendous international, national, and local gospel singers that you need to be supporting. That's what it's all about on the Best of the 757 Community Talk Show with yours truly, the voice of inspiration. And Mello V will be back next week to join in. I'll fill you in more details on our guests that'll be coming in next week into the studios. Some are rescheduled, but it's an exciting time. And I hope that your day started off great and that everything is going your way. And as long as you're seeing me and listening, you're in the land of the living. And that's what it's all about. The reason why we are changing around things because, God say move in a direction. We have to move in his direction and not ours. And that's the way I work. I'm under no man authority. I'm under the Spirit. And when I do the things that I do, it's because the Spirit leads me to do it, not because I look for fortune and fame. I solely volunteer to do this here at WODU Studios, and we're here to serve the community. That's what I do. I try to do things to help the next generation of artists, the next generation, our future generation, our young people. We have to encourage them. There's so much violence and things going on in our community today, and we don't know which way to turn. We don't know who to look for help. And the Bible's already specifically said, put not your trust in man. You put your trust in the Heavenly Father. And that's all I know. That's the way I was brought up. And that's been over 60-some years. So, 60-some plus years. But what I try to do for me, I can't tell you what to do for you. I'm telling you what I believe and how I believe. I'm a spiritual person. I was baptized as a Baptist. My home church is Fourth Baptist in Portsmouth on South and Effingham, where the Reverend Pastor Beeman is the pastor. And nevertheless, I continue to try to strive to do what I feel like what my calling is and what my journey here on earth is. And that is to protect our young people and try to work with people that are concerned about our future generation. But today it was all about the music as well, playing some of the local artists. I put the name in the script, because I don't want to misspell the name. And, they be calling me like, hey, what was that? What was that? Okay, what was it? Now, you tell me. I don't know. I try not to mess up people's names. But nevertheless, I'm going to continue to do my best to do what I do right here. I hope that you can email, hashtag, tweet, call a friend, and let them know that we are playing some of the local artists today. And just to play a few, because this is the talk show part, but I want to try to encourage our local people to support our local artists. Let me explain, and some people might think it's an easy job to go in a studio or to sit down and write a song. I can't write a song. I can sing somebody else's music, but I can't even really sing. So what I try to do is inspire and motivate the people that are doing it. We have to start getting behind our local people and getting them involved in things, supporting them. Music today, what, 99 cents or $1.29 at the most on iTunes, Spotify, or, all the music, was it Revel Nation? I think, another one of the music outlets. You can help me out if you can, if you know. But if you're an artist and you're watching and you got some music out there, put it in, type it into the thing so people can know that you are a gospel singer or a singer or a poet or R&B singer. It's about supporting our community. We got to stop sitting on the sidelines and waiting and saying, well, what's going to change? Because when you don't support your local people, how is your young people is going to see somebody they can emulate? How are they going to see somebody other than 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and 6 o'clock on the news? Why can't we do something different this fall, going into a new year? Why can't we do something different by motivating and supporting our local people? Jay-Z's already rich. Beyonce already rich. Shirley Caesar, she's already rich, you know. And I'm not throwing shade on nobody. But what I'm throwing shade on is we got people right here in our backyard that we won't support. It's hard work to go in the studio. It's hard work because you got to work a job or 2 jobs or 3 jobs to get the money to pay for studio time. You got to pay for musicians to come in and lay down the tracks for your music. This ain't making sense to me. I've been blessed when I say that because when I became a DJ, this community supported me. They supported me ever since I started in 1976. They've been supporting me as a DJ. And I can't take credit for some things because I didn't do it by myself. When I first started out, I played by myself. Then I met a gentleman by the name of Barry Elliott. At that time, I was playing at the Blue Hawaii in Mid-City Shopping Center. And I got, I like his energy and his spirit. And I said, hey, would you like to come work with me, play with me? And he did. But that was a blessing to me. Because normally when I play, back in the day in the 70s, I might play anywhere from 4 to, I have played to 12 hours by myself, 12 hours. One dance I did, 12 hours, from opening to closing. I volunteered to do things in the community. But the community supported me when I got out, later years, when I got out on my own, when I got opportunities and people wanted me to manage clubs and people supported me. And you're supposed to pay it forward. When someone helped you, you are supposed to help someone else. The Bible says help someone along the way, then your living shall not be in vain. So today, let me start off with Juanita Wynn, international Grammy Award-winning gospel singer, right here on the Best of the 757. Yeah, like I said before, I don't own the right to the music, but I'm going to play it so you would know the artist that I'm talking about. Take a moment and listen, and I'll be right back. Juanita Wynn.
Struggle when you're trying hard just to prove that you can be just like them, and all the while you're losing you. Do I do things different than the way you do? Well, I'm so sorry.
That's Be Yourself right here on the Best of the 757, like I told you before. What I do is I try to encourage and instill people to listen and buy music to support our local people. You can buy this music on iTunes. It's there. So when you are listening to the Best of the 757, especially when we do Facebook Live, we're on YouTube and other social medias. We are broadcasting live also on TV to all the campus, on the campus of WODU for the students to watch and listen. But nevertheless, I try to do my best to instill and inspire in everyone to support people that need your help. And local artists spend a lot of money and time in doing that. Education Service of Campus Road is hosting the 3rd annual conference on public education. Okay,
I believe in the weed, you believe in the weed. They gotta grow together, and when it's harvest time, we're all gonna see.
And to all the people that's listening, ready? More Phyllis and Tyrone David, Ray, Desiree, and Misunderstood. Yes, Misunderstood. She's watching. And Misunderstood, you know, she sings, writes, performing, and she's a great singer. And I got her music coming up next so that you can hear it. But like I said before, we are broadcasting live on WODU, the best of the 757. And like I try to instill in everybody and want everybody to be a part of is helping these people get their music well, you know, out there and sharing it with the community. And Miss Understood, she's been in, you know, gospel play called My Life Matters. She's opened up for several national artists in Hampton Roads and in other places. But it's important that when you're at home to support the people that you know and see every day. You know, I believe that if we do that, we can change the environment that our young people are in, because they will see people that right next door, across the street, or maybe in a part of their family, that people are now saying, hey, I got your CD. You know, all this negative rap, all this negativity, we're losing too many people to this foolishness. People are dying in the streets. And we won't even support the people that are doing the positive things to try to turn that around. Maybe if you support the positive thing, maybe the people that are singing negative stuff will say, hey, I got to make a change. Because you don't want nobody losing their lives. Every time you turn on TV, people that look like us are dying every day. Dying every day. But positive things make people do positive things in their life. But right now, let me bring it on up here. You know, I'm talking about the one and only. Give you a snippet. I can't play the whole song. That's why I put iTunes. That's why I put the name in there so you can go to iTunes and buy this one. This one is entitled Wind Blows. And you heard it right here on the best of the 757.
I wanna go where the wind blows. See where it takes me. Just go with the flow, love. You never know what will end up. I wanna go where the wind blows. See where it takes me. Takes me. Just go with the flow, love. You never know what will end up.
Now, I played a little bit of it on, you know, while we was giving you a little snippet of it, but that can be purchased in iTunes. It's called Wind Blow by Misunderstood. We have to learn and try to get along and work together. We are losing too many people. You see what's going on in the political world.
Cold night.
But today is about the music. It's about the spirit. It's about motivation. It's about love. It's about compassion. Because God say have compassion even for your enemies. But first of all, we have to learn to love ourselves. Like I always repeat, like Michael Jackson said, the late great pop singer himself. It starts with the man in the mirror. We have to learn to love one another. This black and white, brown, we weren't about the colors of people's skin, but it's the content of the heart that we should be engaging in. Try to inspire and motivate our young people. Because as we grow older, who's going to step up to the plate and take care of all the things that need to be done in our community? You know, we owe it to the next generation. Somebody did it for us. I'll go back and pay homage to the one and only. They called him, he's known in Hampton Roads. He was called Mr. Magic. He was called Mr. Disco. I'm talking about the legendary Bob Fields, who guided me and helped me along the way. Said whatever you need to do to become a DJ, my doors are open. If you need music, I got it. If you need to know how to, I didn't know how to build a DJ box. He said, come by my record store and I'll be there about all day. And I'll show you, I'll help you draw it out, tell you what to do. And that's what he did. Somebody helped me when I couldn't do it myself. And I'm going to sit back and not try to pay it forward. We all have an obligation to each person that we come in contact with. We all have an obligation, whether or not they like you or like what you're saying or like what you're doing. We all have the obligation to help somebody along the way. Somebody did it for us. We're no different. We're no different from the next man. We have to learn to step up to the plate and say, hey, we're going to do better, and we're going to try to do the very best we can and doing all that we can right here in Hampton Roads, coastal Virginia. But like I said before, you're listening and watching WODU, the heartbeat of Old Dominion. Like, we just want to get it in today. New music. I call it New Music Tuesday. That was Wind Blow by Misunderstood. Like I said, it's in iTunes. And if not, I click on her name on this link, and it'll take you to her page, and she can share that with you. Now, this gentleman, he got I think his name is French. I ain't going to try to pronounce his last name, but I'm going to call him Jacoby. And he's doing a Black Man's Award show, and hopefully I'll have him come in and talk about it here at the Best of the 757. But he also is a writer, producer, and international singer. And if he's not watching, he should be. So just in case he pops in, because everybody's busy. But what I try to do is instill in everybody that we must try to support those that need our help. And this is one of his songs that he sent me. And unfortunately, when I put it in, it didn't take the name, but I'm going to let you hear it anyway.
You see, I love the Lord. Contemporary Christian. You see, I love the Lord. Don't talk about the way I dress. It might be my Sunday best. I know who God is, so let him do his best. Contemporary Christian. You see, I love the Lord. Contemporary Christian. You see, I love the Lord. Don't talk about the way I dress. It might be my Sunday best. I know who God is, so let him do his best. Contemporary Christian. You see, I love the Lord. With me, contemporary Christian. You see, I love the Lord. Don't talk about my baggy jeans, just listen to the song I sing. I know who God is, so let him do his best. Jesus, who's a friend of mine, with me all the time, help me find my way, each and every day. Don't worry that my style is wrong. Just say that you're old and I'm young. Don't worry that my style is wrong. Just say that you're old and I'm young. Contemporary Christian. You see, I love the Lord. Contemporary Christian. You see, I love the Lord. Just like Abraham, I dress the way that I am. Jesus Christ to my left and God to my right. Meditating to myself, yeah, I'ma be alright. Jesus Christ broke bread, Jesus Christ brought wine. Meditating to myself, yeah, I'ma be just fine. Jesus Christ broke bread and he brought wine. Meditating to myself, yeah, I'ma be just fine.
WODU, the heartbeat of Old Dominion. And like I said before, you're riding and rocking with yours truly, Captain 85, on Best of the 757 Community Talk Show. Tuesdays, when I don't have guests, it'll be New Music Tuesday. Whenever I have new artists or, trying to support our local community, I don't care if they local or national or not known. If you got quality music, my job is, as a community service person, is to try to help instill and encourage people to purchase your music. And I hope that y'all understand that. We have some great talent here in the area, and I try to instill in people throughout the area, from people that entrepreneurs, people that's looking to get their business known, is to try to help them along the way. I can only encourage people to try to help people, and that's what we try to do, instill in people throughout the area, from if they R&B singers or gospel singers. We just want people to understand that the community should support the community and try to help each and every one prosper, because it really depends. Our young people are depending on that. Our young people are depending on us to get the best in the community, to show them the right direction, and I'm going to be doing some things myself in the near future, because, as you know, I run a nonprofit organization called Community Action People Incorporated. I raise money. I don't raise money. I usually use my own money, my own personal money, but I am nonprofit, a 501c, exempt by the federal government. It's just something about, I just hate taking money when it comes to doing things. But at some point in life, God said, you can't do it because I don't have the finances like I used to. When I had the money, I did it myself. I didn't ask anybody for anything. I took my money, my family, and us took our money, put it together, and went out and did things in the community. You can't ask people. I don't believe in asking nobody for anything. My daughter told me the other day, say, Dad, why you don't let nobody, you never let nobody give you anything. It's not your job to give me. It's my job to go out and try to inspire, and it was my job when I brought you in the world to take care of you, not for you to take care of me. It's great when your kids do give you things, and I do have kids that they do give me things. But my thing to that is, when I work in the community, if you make money and the community supports you, it's supposed to go to the community. That's all I know. I don't believe in pretending. God sits high and look low. So my track record is straight. But nevertheless, I'm going to be doing some activities to raise money, because our young people need our support. Our young people need direction. They need mentoring. And I know we got volunteers that mentor all the time, but every now and then a mentor has to buy gas. A mentor has to break away from his family and have something to eat. And made or left work and didn't have anything to eat all day. A mentor is a person that volunteers, but even volunteer, they may not have any money. They may not have the money to show up, but willing to show up. So in order to facilitate the people that we need and get the facilities that we need, somebody got to go out and do some work in the community. Somebody got to go and raise money so that our community can stop turning on the news at 4 o'clock. We need to start turning on the news and seeing our kids doing positive things. We need to see our kids getting instruments, that if they want to be in a band or start their own band. We need to see our kids, if they want to be an artist, they have the paints, the brushes, the art supplies they need. It's not an easy thing when you have a talent. Everybody can't play basketball, people. Everybody can't sing. And everybody can't play football. Even my grandson, he was on his way to get a full scholarship. And he played here in Norfolk. at Maury, but he was knocked unconscious a couple of times. And the last time he was in the hospital for a week. And the doctor said, that's it. He can't play football ever again. He didn't run touchdown like 40 or 50 yards. Could have been on his way to be to the pros. People were looking at him. But what we forget is that somebody got to put in the work. That's all I'm saying. You know, we all need help at some point. But our young people are the most important ones that need help. They need the help because they're dependent on the adults. We turned our community over to young people to raise young people. They said it takes a village to raise a child. One of the quotes that I wrote in my comic book is, today, the village is raised by children. So when you have a young lady that gets pregnant at 12 or 13 years old, and she's raising a child, by the time she gets 20, her kid is 10 or 12, 21, 10 or 12. What does she know? We should be able to support them and guide them, get them on the right track. Stop pretending that, hey, we got all the answers. I don't have all the answers, but I know somebody that does. That's why his called name is Jesus, or you call him God, or you call him Messiah. Whatever name you call him. He said, it's written in the book. He said, I go by many names. He goes by many names. I can't tell you what God you serve ain't the right one. I can't tell you that you shouldn't be talking about this or that, but I can tell you, if you love yourself, if you love the Lord that you serve, it's all about caring about our community. This next song, she's coming up next week, matter of fact, not next week, but she's coming October the 2nd. October the 2nd, she will be here on the Best of the 757, International Recording Artist, R&B and Gospel. Hope she'll be here. And this is her song on WODU, the heartbeat of Old Dominion.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. I tried and I tried. I can't seem to get it right. If I keep my eyes on you, I know that you will see me through. I tried and I tried, but I got to keep up the fight. This war with my flesh ain't right. By your grace I will stand upright.
It seems my life has been so very hard. Sometimes it's hard to try and live the part.
Try to live the part.
Do what my God would have me to do.
Have me to do.
This heart of mine, I'm so sick of you.
I try and I try, but I got to keep up the fight. This war with my flesh ain't right. By your grace I will stand upright. I tried and I tried, but I can't seem to get it right. But if I keep my eyes on you, I know that you will save me through.
My heart is deceitful, this I know.
I know.
In your word I know my new heart can grow.
My new heart can grow.
At first it was so hard to change my way.
Change my
I
way.
pray for your new mercies every day.
I know it's my fault, 'cause I can even sometimes do the things I know are bad. Will you take my hand and show me the way? Show me how to live your way. Because you want me to go, whatever you want from me. Let me know, let me know. My heart, my mind, and my soul. Forever, forever, my life extends to you. Wherever you want me to go, you want me to go. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Listening and watching WODU, the heartbeat of Old Dominion. And yeah, like I said before, we try to bring you the very best of inspirational music every Tuesday from 10 until, from 11. I get here at 10, around about 10. But from 11 until 1 o'clock, 2 hours with the best of the 757 talk show. Yeah, like I said, just to play a few of the local artists today and try to engage and embrace, to try to support them. And I think I got about one more. And this young man is from Norfolk, and he goes by the name of Stanley Watson. And he's dedicated to serving God. He has a great testimony. His music is all this music you can purchase on iTunes. You can get it on iTunes. And I hope that you will support our local artists because they need your support. $1.29 at the most. Come on, people. You can buy 10 and give them away. I encourage everybody that's listening, if you got kids, brothers and sisters, nieces and nephews, to encourage you to buy at least one CD to put in their collection with all the other music. Because you got to understand, it's a frequency that our spirit works on. It's a frequency that goes out throughout the universe. There is no secret. The secret is they have changed the frequency on us so that we can't connect. We stay in a community and probably stay next door in apartments and complex, and we don't even talk to our neighbors. We won't even say good morning. How you doing? How you doing this week? But whenever we go out to the clubs, we lit. We blowing up. Well, we should be blowing up by speaking every day, encourage our people to know that we care. We all are human beings on this planet. You only live in one way. I don't care how much you got, how much bling bling you wear, how lit you think you are. Because at the end of the road, at the end of that journey, everything else is left behind. And all I'm saying is, while you're here, do something positive. Help somebody along the way. I just played about 4 or 5 people's songs that are local. That's what? At the most, $6. $6 at the most. You can buy all their songs for $1.99 or $1.29. But you don't understand, they're not getting rich. They're just getting recognition that you said, I don't mind putting $1 behind you. If they got a CD, buy the whole thing. That's $5. Or join the music group, and you pay $6 or $7 a month and play all the music you want. It's all about supporting people in our community. They say we control over $1.7 trillion economically. And out of all that money in the black community, we only spend about 6 cents out of every dollar. 6 cents spend out of every dollar that the black person make in Hampton Roads. 6 cents goes to the community. And I'm not racist. And when people start talking about races, all you have to do, this is the question I put to everybody. When a white person says, well, I'm not racist, y'all always playing the race card. I just ask this one question of them. Just one. When is the last time you've been in a black business, black owned, and sit down at their table or buy some of their clothing or some of their services? I ain't talking about the black man that came from the company that's owned by a white person. I said black owned, black operated. Because if you can't reach out and find them to support them, then you tell me what you call it. Because we can't be racist. Because we spend our money with everybody. Chinese, Korean, Filipinos, Japanese. We spending it everywhere. China's. You tell me who we don't spend money with. Italians, Jews, who we don't spend money with. All I'm saying is it's time to spend and support the Afro-American community, the black community. You know, they mad with Kaepernick because he took a knee. Why? Because we tired of seeing our brothers and sisters killed? Because somebody's afraid? They're a policeman, they're afraid? I'm afraid because the black man running away? I'm afraid? I knocked on this door. I thought I was at my house. I was afraid. What is going on? We have to support and uplift our people. Our young people are looking at us. This is part of the problem. They're saying, well, hey, ain't nobody going to help me. I'm going to go do what I got to do to survive. I'm going to do what I have to do until they get caught and they're put in the system. And when you get in the system, they say you stay in the system. They want you there. Yeah, you might get out, but you keep going right back. You keep going right back. They making money off you. It's time for us to step up to the plate and start helping our future generation. That's all I'm saying. Best of the 757 community. Let me go ahead and play this last selection, and then I'll tell you what our guest is coming and being booked for next week, and Mellow V and all that. But right now, this is Stanley Watson saying, how hard.
You know, people are always talking about
going hard.
Go hard, and he go hard for that, and he go hard for this. And I don't have no problems with that. But can I tell y'all what I want to go hard for? I want to go hard for Christ. I want to go hard for Christ. I want to go hard for Christ. I want to go hard. I want to go hard for Christ. I want to go hard for Christ. I want to stay in the light. Just want to live right. Just want to do right. I want to go hard for God and keep on doing what He told me from the start. I want to be pleasing to the Lord. Don't want to turn around. You brought me too far. Gonna keep on driving and pushing. That's why I'm singing this song. I want to go hard for Christ. I want to go. I want to go hard for Christ. I want to go hard. I want to go hard for Christ. I want to go hard. I want to go hard. Say it again. I want to go hard for Christ. I want to go. I want to go hard for Christ. I need you. I want to go hard for Christ. I want to go hard for Christ. I want to go hard for Christ. Gonna get up in the morning and read the word. So many things going on, I get discouraged. I need to pray hard. I want to go hard and keep on doing what He told me from the start. I want to be pleasing to the Lord. Keep on striving because I want to go hard. I just want to stand in light. I want to do it right. I just want to go hard. I want to go hard for Christ. I want to go hard. I want to go hard. Oh yes. I want to go hard for Christ. I want to go hard for Christ. I
WODU, the heartbeat of Old Dominion. You are listening and watching the Voice of Inspiration on the Best of the 757 Community Talk Show. Going hard for Christ. You was listening. That was the sound of the one and only Stanley Watson.
I know we go through a lot of things in life.
I'm telling you, from the album, CD, or
Wife acting crazy.
in iTunes.
Don't want to act right.
Yeah, like I said, Tuesdays just trying to do something a little different when I don't have gas, especially when I don't have gas. To try to bring you information about people that's doing positive things. Pasting, free open mic every Wednesday and Sunday at 8 p.m. Call out to all comedians, singers. I can't open it up on my iPad because it won't let me. Every time I touch it, the emojis want to take its place. Does the artist does it for gospel music? No, I do take R&B, jazz, blues, spoken word, but I play that will be played on a Thursday when I don't have doing my show. Michael Bell, man, shout out to Michael Bell, one of the hardest working promoters out there in the 757. Glad you was able to stop by. You already know what time it is. Keeping the faith and keeping the spirit. And to Mr. Johnson, how you doing? Always good to see you. Lisa, Alex Coleman, and Angel Perry. Glad y'all was able to stop in. Shirley Carr, and my main spoken word artist. I'll be spotlighting him on Thursday. I call him Majestic, Grand Majestic. Greg, how you doing? We want to encourage all our peoples, and this is like Gregory. He's an international poet, singer, from the 757. We have to start uplifting our people and making sure that they be encouraged to do the best and don't give up. You can't give up when things are all about keeping things going on. WODU, the heartbeat of Old Dominion, the best of the 757 Community Talk Show. We are trying to make sure that our local people get some exposure. To me, they just like Jay-Z. They are like Kurt Franklin. I mean, we got great singers here. Great artists, young and old, that may never be heard. But as long as I do the best of the 757 Community Talk Show, they will be heard. They will be played. It doesn't cost but a moment to listen. Clarence, how you doing today? Glad, another promoter. This gentleman was out there promoting back in the day when I was out there running my nightclub. He was promoting people, like Missy Elliott, helping her to get the key to the city of Portsmouth. Brought in Chris Brown at a concert and a host of others. We have people here that do great things. He also had the Black Tie magazine. We have people here that do great things, but we have to get behind them to support them. It only takes a few dollars. It only takes a few moments to support somebody that's got a dream. What a great feeling when it's you help somebody with their dream. Do you know how much joy you would get? All the misery that you might be going through would just evaporate because you put a smile on somebody's face. It ain't nothing coming this winter. It's coming back. Okay. Black Tie Magazine. Clarence said he'll be back on the scene. And plus, he's looking for artists. If you're looking for somebody to help you manage your career, that's all coming. Check him out on Facebook. I just want you to be aware that we have a lot of local people that we must get behind. I'm tired of, you should be tired of being behind the coffin, walking slow, driving slow behind the hearse of a neighbor or a friend or a loved one. You should be tired of that. You should be encouraging them to believe in themselves. Stop throwing your life away. You have a great career ahead of you. If you can't make it right now, stop and go to school. Get your education. And I'm telling every parent to tell their kids, stay in school, graduate. Because when you graduate, that's one door you done open up. Man, you don't even know what you open. You don't know what's waiting for you when you graduate from high school. You got all the opportunities in the world to go to a career school, go to a community college or university. But it's up to you to stick it out. Life ain't easy. Back in the day when I was half the young people ages, I was in a special education class. They told me I couldn't read or write. And when I started college and I went to get my GED, I did my own work. I didn't rely on nobody. I did it myself. So whether I can or cannot, many things I have accomplished. But if I listen to the naysayers that said, you're stupid, you're dumb, you're in a special education class, you're ungraded, you don't know how to read or write. Well, I can do a lot of things through Christ. So y'all keep thinking and let people discourage you for what God has already got for you. He didn't say it was going to be easy. He just said you got to stay focused on what you're doing. I guarantee you, I'm a living witness. That's why I tell people that I was in a special education class. But as my teachers told me, if you work hard, I'll get you out. One teacher, her name was Miss Darden. She taught in Portsmouth. She would let me go to regular classes because she said and told my mother he doesn't belong in a special education class. I don't know why they got him in here, but I'm going to try to make sure to get him out. She would let me go to regular classes. That's what people didn't know. I couldn't tell no one. I couldn't tell nobody I was going to regular classes. I come in your class. When I was 12 years old, I was already doing 7th grade work. But people didn't know that because I couldn't tell nobody. I couldn't even tell my classmates. And when I met her daughter a couple of years ago, which I knew her daughter, and she remembered me, and she said, my mother loved you to death. And I said, yeah, she said, she'll be proud to know that you are in college. She said that, I said, yeah, your mother let me go. She said, I know. She said, but maybe you didn't know that if the city would have found that out, they would have fired her. She would have lost her teaching license because she let me go to a regular class. I owe it to Mrs. Darden, to Mrs. Overton, and a few other teachers along the way that helped me, that took a risk and letting me go to regular classes and never put it on my report card, never put it in my records. If I go pull my records right today, it's going to say special education class. That's what it's going to say. When I went to Harry Hunt, I can't remember the teacher's name, a white teacher called me up to her desk saying, you're daydreaming and I done told you. And she said, bring your work up here and let me check us. If I find one thing wrong, I'm going to send you to the office. She looked at it. She couldn't find anything wrong and told me to go sit down. The next morning, when I came to class, she called me back up to her desk. She said, Henderson, what grade level are you on? I said, grade level? I said, I don't know. My teacher let me go to regular classes with other students. She what? I said, she let me. She said, she wasn't supposed to do that. But let me ask you something. If I can talk to some of the teachers here at Harry Hunt, would you like to go into their classes and with the, into their classes? Would you go? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, I'm going to ask. And she asked about 4 teachers, agreed to let me do it, 4. And I went to 4 teachers' classes every day. But again, I could not tell none of the students in my class. But when I went to Harry Hunt, that did not happen. The teacher says she's not going to take a chance on losing her job. No, I had to stay in her class because the work they give you they wouldn't give you nothing but 3rd grade work. 3rd and 4th grade work. I'm doing 10th, 11th, and 12th grade work. What am I supposed to do? Sit there and but daydream. But it was the blessing of those teachers that took it upon themselves. Could have lost their job, could have lost their career, but looked out for someone like me. And you think I'm going to sit on the sideline and not pay it forward? I don't look for pay. I've already been paid. But nevertheless, before I wind up today, going to let you know that we're going to have next week guests from Virginia Beach. He's running for mayor of Virginia Beach. Davenport will be in the building. Unfortunately, he had to cancel his schedule this Thursday because he's kicking off his campaign for mayor this Thursday. And he, that's, cutting it short when he's going to be here at 12 to 1 and then be at the campaign and other stops, and the campaign kickoff is at 5. So I hope next Thursday, October the 4th, that you will join us. And the R&B singer that I was just played earlier ago, she will be here on Tuesday. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. Shiri. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. She will be here Tuesday. International R&B and gospel singer will be in the house to talk about the song I just played. That was her new release. Ain't been out. She got tons of music, and I'll Thursday play something else to let you know, and Saturday. And don't forget, Saturday we got, I call, frequency distribution. If you got kids, every Saturday for 2.5 hours, the music is designed for positive energy, positive music from R&B, and I'm throwing in inspirational music as well, spoken word as well, to encourage your future king and queen to think positive about themselves. And pretty soon, I'm going to be taking in requests. They'll be able to call in and shout out their schools on Saturdays on frequency distribution. It's no game. It is no game. I do this because I love my community. I love kids. And hopefully I'm going to plan some things for kids, some activities for them to be able to participate in. But I can't do it alone. There's no way I can do it alone. But I'm going to try. Either way, I'm going to get it done. Because I put my hand, see this? I put these hands in the master hand. Up, they look up. The Bible say, look to the hills, for which cometh your help. Your help cometh from the Lord. It's in this book. Whether or not you read it, whether or not you don't believe in it, or whatever nationality or religion you are, I ain't telling you who to have faith in. I'm telling you got to have faith in something. This was written before you was born, before I was born. This doesn't supposed to stay closed. This is a Bible. It's called the Living Word. Why is it called the Living Word? Do you have one of these books open in your house? You're supposed to keep this book open in your house. That's to keep those evil spirits out. You're supposed to have this book open in your house. Turn it to one of your favorite chapters. Because when this book is open, It lives. It's called the living word. So why do people have it closed or in a drawer at home? It's the living word. It's supposed to breathe. Know who you are spiritually. Frequency distribution is for your kids to learn what consciousness is, to stay away from negativity. People will drain your energy. They have to understand to stop giving their power away, getting in gangs and being around people that's bullying and all sorts of things going on. We are the parents. We are the aunts and uncles. We are the grandparents to these, our future leaders. We got to stop sitting on the sideline. We got people I'm inviting over. Hopefully, Senator Louise Lucas, Senator Tim Kaine. If they get it in their schedule, they will be over to the best of the 757. We got school board people that's running for school board. I'm going to be inviting over. It's up to you to listen to what they say. It's up to you to listen, to make that final choice when November the 6th come, and you have to go into that booth and say, close the door, close the curtain. It's up to you, Democrat or Republican. This is an important election. If you like who's in running things now, that's on you. If you don't, that's on you. But I'll be at the polls, and I don't like what's going on. It's time for change. Virginia Beach, the best of the 757 is coming. And we are saying it's time for a change. It's up to you. Richmond, Washington, D.C., it's time for a change. It's all up to all these young people, 18 and older. It's time for you to register before it's too late. Get to the register office and register to vote. But nevertheless, that's my time. It's 1 o'clock now. Remember, love yourself and put God first, and everything else will fall in place. It doesn't matter what others think about you. It's all in what you think about yourself. Thanks for watching, Hope. I played your song earlier. Hey, we are looking for you next week, October the 2nd, Tuesday, on the Let's Get Praise Music Ministry. Royal Governor, thank you for chiming in as well. Like I said, I got to go. It's been fun. And you've been listening and watching WODU, the heartbeat of Old Dominion, and the Let's Get Praise Music Ministry with the voice of inspiration.